Welcome to FTR. Today's custom Disney Cars artist is one of my favorites because he specializes in pop culture icons from the 80s and beyond. I present to you Tony Ruis in today's custom Disney Cars Creator Spotlight. Here he comes. Imported from Japan, Speed Racer debuted in the US in 1967. It featured Speed Racer, just like this custom Disney car, and his mysterious brother, Racer X.
There's something about him that reminds me of Rex, my brother.
And here's a custom Racer X made out of what looks like a Finn McMissile body. And here's Speed Racer again. They also made a live action movie. Surprisingly, it was pretty good! In 1977, the Pontiac Trans Am Firebird was featured in a little old film called Smokey and the Bandit with superstar Burt Reynolds. The film would become a breakout hit and Pontiac would double their sales in 2 years. They even gifted Burt Reynolds his own Pontiac from the movie. That car would later on auction for $500,000. This is actually one of two of my most favorite customs designed by Tony. He even made the hauler. I have fond memories of the Firebird because growing up in the 80s, I would see this car around and it was a beauty. Black with gold trim is always a great look. This car is gorgeous. And the graphic is iconic, just like this jump. Speaking of jumps, this one might be a little controversial. Back when good old boys were just good old boys, I was a 4-year-old Asian boy living in California, and I loved the General Lee. I always tuned in to watch Bo and Luke and Uncle Jesse, but their car, the General Lee, was my all-time favorite character. I have super fond memories of the General. And I love these customs made by Tony.
This is something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Okay, I know that was pretty bad, but as a child of the 80s, I've heard this song so many times, it's etched into your memory. You know this song, at least the first couple lines. I've seen all the movies, the cartoons, and now I see this custom Disney car, Lightning McQueen and Mack truck. Awesome. Beautiful customs. And now, for my all-time favorite, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. This is one of the best movies of the decade. It had a crazy Doc, Marty McFly and hoverboards, and of course the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. The spirit of that movie is captured nicely in these customs. These customs are awesome, just like the movie.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one.
In 1986, there was a Stephen King movie about killer trucks, and this Happy Toys Green Goblin truck was the main villain. Perhaps it was a sign of things to come.
Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's brought up more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
Maybe they will. So far they haven't. It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we will not control it.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
On a lighter note, here we have the Mutt Cuts truck from Dumb and Dumber. This is actually a great concept and perfectly executed with Will Del Lee. Well, thanks for watching. Which one was your favorite custom Disney car? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And before you go, check out these other cool creations by Tony Ruis.